Hello there, YouTubers. This is your pal Moxie, the real gamester. Today, obviously, I'm taking a look at the NES Advantage Arcade controller for the NES system. That's the original NES that was released in the 1980s. As you can see, it's a great looking joystick. It's got a nice spring-loaded stick here. It's got turbo controls for each of the A and B buttons. Start and select. This can function as either controller number 1 or controller number 2 because there's 2 plugs on it. And you have the slow, which basically toggles the pause off and on really fast. And now there's good with the stick. I can't really say there's any bad. It's not a true arcade stick in the sense that it's basically an oversized NES control pad. I mean, this stick over here doesn't control any micro switches. It has up, down, left, and right. There's no diagonal that I can see. And it's not micro switch. It uses the same pressure pads as the regular controller does, as do these buttons. But it works extremely well for some games, like top-down shooters, side-scrolling shooters. It works extremely well. For platformers, I tend to prefer the pad because it tends to be more precise. Over here on these buttons, the A and B buttons, you got turbo switches. They lock down, as you can see, and you can control the frequency of the firing. And this little light flashes off and on to show you how fast it's set to, which is very cool. This can function as either controller number 1 or controller number 2, depending on where your switch is set. You have your select and your start here, and your slow motion button, which locks down and basically toggles the pause off and on really quickly. Now, these buttons are really cool. I have heard that if you push them crooked, they can jam, although personally, that's never really happened to me. And the controller itself, it's heavy. It's massive. It's got a nice metal plate on the back of it. Over here you can see. It's got a big metal plate here. Here's the, if I can get the focus. There we go. That's all the information about it. This big black piece here is basically a metal plate with little rubber feet in the corner. This works very well. I mean, you put this down on a coffee table. I have it on like a pad here. But if you put it down on a coffee table, it's not going to go anywhere because it's massive. It works very well. So if you own an NES and you're looking for as close as you can get to an arcade stick, I would pick this up if you can find it. They're getting more and more rare to find one in decent condition because controllers tend to go through a lot of hell. But if you could pick one up for like $20, $30, I would recommend you get one. So thanks a lot, guys. Take care and keep on gaming.